Hey guys, Kinkaiju here, and Camp Cretaceous Season 2 just came out, and I have some pretty big opinions about it that I wanted to make a video on. Just a little general kind of idea of what I thought about it. I thought it was not as good as the first season, and if I had to describe it in one word, that word would probably be anticlimactic. If you can't tell already by what I've already said, I was not that big of a fan of Camp Cretaceous Season 2. I thought it had a lot of problems that outweighed the good parts about it, but before I get into the negatives, I will say the few things I did like about this one. There was two characters I actually really liked, which was Hap and Ben. Both of these characters I thought were very, very cool in Season 2. Ben especially, he was probably the best part of the show in my opinion. I loved Ben's character a lot. The first line you hear Ben say was just so cool in my opinion. Hap was pretty cool too for different reasons, but the way he left Season 2, I guess you could say, I thought was amazing. I thought it was kind of funny in a way, and I thought it was so ridiculous as well. It was perfect. Most of the other characters are alright. They didn't really do anything special for me, like Kenshi and Darius. They're there. The female characters, they're there as well, but they don't really do anything special for me at least. However, there are two characters particularly that I absolutely hated in this series. The two main villains, if you can even call them that, were some of the most unbearable characters I've ever seen in a show. They were terrible. Moving from human characters onto dinosaurs, I'll start off with the three Baryonyxes. I actually really liked them. Grim, Chaos, and Limbo were all very cool characters in my opinion. Bumpy was awesome in this season. He was probably just as cool as Ben. In fact, this shot alone is probably just an example of how awesome he actually was. Rexy was pretty cool in my opinion. I think that they could have utilized her more, especially with her building a nest, but the scenes we did get her in were pretty cool. There was also this one dinosaur at the end that a lot of people have been theorizing about, but in my opinion it really doesn't matter because knowing these people, they're probably going to make it something that it's going to be built up as something really, really big and cool, but in the end of the day, it's probably just going to be kind of lame. Another big issue I had with this show is the plots. They were just ridiculous in my opinion. Like, for example, you had these characters, the hunters, come into play, and immediately everyone knew that they were bad guys. It was pretty obvious. Something also that they did was play the I look like a bad guy, but I'm actually a good guy cliche with Hap, and I thought that that was just kind of lazy writing. Something also that I didn't really like is that they try and appeal to more like what they imagine is the child audience. Like, they try and talk hip. I know I'm probably not making a ton of sense when I say that, but for example, they use the word lit in the show. You guys remember the word lit? I haven't used that word in probably 2 years, but they used it in this show, coming out in 2021. The plot also had quite a few weird moments, like there was a dream scene, for example, that was just really, really bizarre. In the dream, it's kind of meant to represent that Darius feels responsible for what he believes is Ben's death. We all know he's alive, but they still believe he's dead. But all of a sudden, just randomly, it's back to the scene where Darius was holding Ben off of the train, and all of a sudden, Ben turns into Darius's dad, and I did not get why. I did not get why they needed to do that. I don't get what the purpose of it was. He could have just been fine with holding Ben's hand, but no, they changed Ben into Darius's deceased father, and I thought that that was just really, really odd. There's a couple more things that I would like to talk about with Season 2, but I don't want to make this video over 10 minutes long, so I'm just going to keep it short. I did not like this season as much as I did Season 1. I hope you all enjoyed this review. Leave down in the comment section below if you agree or disagree. I know that there's basically a big split in the community, with half of it liking it and the other half disliking it, and I'm personally on the half that more dislikes it, but you know, I'm open to other opinions. If you guys liked it, tell me why, and I'll see if I can reason with you. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.